a new empty Git repository. We've created a README. We've put a couple lines in the README, but we have not committed yet. And I haven't committed yet because I want to show you the messages you get under certain circumstances if you try to push something to GitHub and there's nothing to push. So back on GitHub, I'm going to create a new repository. Called Tatum Tots. I am not going to initialize it with any of this stuff, so I just hit create repository. And I get this screen again. Because, again, we've already created the repository on the command line, this is the stuff we want to copy and paste. Push an existing repository from the command line. Let's look at those commands again. Git remote, add origin. And, of course, it decided not to show me the picture. There it is. So on the left, all this stuff's happening on our laptop, right? But we can add remotes, and that's what that first command is about. It's adding a remote and naming it origin. So git remote, add. We're naming it origin, and then we're pasting in the URL for that specific GitHub repository. So that's what that command is doing. The second command, git push -u origin master, is taking everything from our local repository and syncing it up, right? So let's copy these two lines, paste them, and I get an error. Source ref spec master does not match any. Failed to push some refs. So again, we copied two commands. Did the first one work? First one worked. We got an error message, but that was from the second one. We added origin just fine. But we couldn't push because there was nothing to push because we have not made any commits locally yet. So when you see this particular error message, that's what it means. It's a very common thing to see, and do it enough times, and you'll just get used to the idea that, oh, failed to push some refs. Okay, I forgot to commit. I haven't committed anything. We do a git status, and we'll see that that's the case. No commits yet. So we need to add. Heck, we could do it from inside VS Code if you want. Git add, commit, initial commit with README. Now we can push. But can I just hit git push? I cannot. Why? Because that second command that failed to run was not just git push, but git push -u origin master. Notice the error message here. Current branch has no upstream branch. To push the current branch and set the remote as upstream, use this command. Git push --set upstream origin master. --set -upstream, that's what -u is short for. So this is the same command. Git push -u origin master and git push set upstream origin master, same command. So you could just copy paste it here, or you could copy it back out of GitHub. But it's the same command. And what that -u or that --set upstream means is from now on, I always mean origin master. So let me just say git push and git pull. So we push the current branch and we set the remote as the upstream version of this same branch. In other words, that's the one I'm following. So now it's done. Now it's up there. If I refresh the page, I have it, and I have my README. Yes?
So after you finish all those steps, is it possible to change the name of your Git repository?
Yes. So to change the name of your Git repository, you can go to Settings. There's the name. It's going to make a big fuss about it, right? Whoops. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Tatum Tots. Rename. So now we're linking to the wrong place, right? Our remote is pointing to one named just Tatum Tots, not Tatum Tots. So we will have to change that. So we could, There's a few ways we could do this. The way I do it is maybe not the way I would recommend. So let's come up with a better way. Issue is our remote origin is now pointing to a repository that doesn't exist. Let's make just a tiny change so that I can attempt to push it and have it fail. Hey, we changed the name of this thing, so let's just change that. Update README with new name. Get push. Oh, that's a really helpful error message. This repository moved. Please use the new location. This seems a little small. That big enough? In the back? The repository moved. Please use the new location. So it gives us the new location. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to say, what was that one we copied? Get remote add origin. So let's do get remote remove origin. And notice that's not rm remove, that's remove spelled out. Get remote remove origin. So now origin just isn't there. And we can do get remote add origin and paste in this one. Now it should work. Except, again, we re-added that origin, so we have to, again, do the -u version. Get push -u origin master, and it worked. Refresh. Now I see 2 commits instead of 1. I don't really want this name, so I'm going to change it back. Just kidding about the new name. Get push, not going to work, but it's going to tell me what the new one is. Suppose I don't know how long it will warn you about the new name. That may go away eventually, so let's try to find another way to find out what it is. I'll go ahead and get remote, remove origin. And let's find a different way to figure out what the new URL is. On GitHub, if we're looking at that repository, you see clone or download here. If I click that, it'll give me the URL right here. So copy it from there, and you can get remote, add origin. And I know I need to get push u origin master. Good question. Cool. It's short for set upstream, and what it does is say that this branch locally should always follow this branch on the remote. So from now on, when I say get push, I mean origin master. All right. Questions?